Alright, hey guys, we are back. Another tutorial here, hole number 9. There's no other way for me to think about this other than put the best driver to hit it straight, and then the best 3 wood for distance. Of course, make sure that you have a good ball on, because you want to get to the end of the hill to give yourself a good angle, potentially for a pitch. So that's another thing. Make sure, let's take a look at my accuracy. 2.0 per ring, 2.2 per ring, just in case you need to pull those out. Saturn is what? I'm not even going to use Saturn. I'm going to switch. I'm not going to need backspin on this hole. I'm calling it. Hopefully I'm right by that. I don't think I can get it to long iron range, but we'll see for the third shot. So here we are, hole number 9. You're using the power more for, obviously, the next shots, not the first shots. So here with my limited ball guide, I can't really tell how much I can run this out. So I'm going to try to stay away from the edge. Here I'm using 2 backspin, no extra power from max, no nothing, I'm just going to hit it. I'm assuming that I'm away from the edge, but I'm also somewhat aggressive to still getting it down there towards the end as well. You don't want to leave it 20 yards short of where I am. You want to at least hit 300 there. So that's kind of the bare minimum. And I'm just kind of being the test dummy for you guys. Because once you hit one shot out there, for next time, I can squeak out a couple more yards there. I can go 310. And that's what you're seeing there, probably close to 310, 305, 306. And you just want to get it up down here far enough to where you can get around these trees. And you see what I'm looking at with my landing zone here. I might back off the power just ever so slightly, just to kind of hone in on a little precision. But you just want to kind of shoot this gap, maybe with even a little bit of left spin, just to get around and keep it away from the trees. If you're going to miss the rough, in the rough, make sure that it's to the left, not to the right. But perfect ball is going to avoid any of that. And that's what you want to concentrate on the most. And like I said, you just want enough to essentially get around the trees to give yourself an approach right at the hole. And that's all you need to do. So as you can see, you don't need to cheat the end of that fairway. The biggest thing is you need to just make sure you don't put Guardian on. There's no topspin here. He just outdrove me, and then he's not even going to be able to get it down to where my ball is. Even though I used half power, full power, he won't get it down to where I am. So you want to kind of avoid that, but let's see with the bare trees, if you can actually still get a look at the hole, you might be able to. So in the past, this would be kind of no-go zone, because you have the trees in the way, but with no branches, or with no leaves, maybe they're not as in play, I'm not sure. No, they look pretty in play to me. Yeah, so that's going to be, quite tricky for that guy. And here you're seeing, more than anything, I'm a little in between clubs here. I'm going to have to go at it with short irons. So my max distance, remember what I was mentioning, was 2.0 per ring. So here you're just going to see me kind of line it up with the hole here. And then not put the backspin that I like to use because it needs to run out. And then play it about 2 rings. It's too much. Can't believe it. I'm surprised it's that much because since I'm using a power ball, it means the ball's traveling in the air longer. I would have thought that, you know, 2, maybe just slightly over 2 would probably be perfect. And, you know, I was off by a little bit. Now, some of that might have to do with not having the rest of the ball guide and not, maybe, you know, it doesn't necessarily roll straight on that hole to what the trail shows from hop 2. Like, I only have 2 hops right now, like 2 1/4. I like having that third hop. 3 is my safety for a short iron. That's what, you know, I usually want. Now, I get away with it from time to time, especially when the time that it comes into play more favorably for me is the case that, you know, I can put like 3 backspin on it, for example. When you get all that backspin on there, you know that wherever the third hop is, the fourth hop's within a yard of that. So you're just trying to play the third hop more than anything. And if you can shoot that right in front of the hole, they go in. You don't need the ball guide. So that's a technique that I use for a lot of my shots. Whether it be a wood, iron, no matter what, I'll just kind of cheat the ball guide a little bit. And look at this. Since we put this on here, we're going to lose the shootout with it. So, this guy has me on this one. And yet another shootout. And this is one of the reasons that I'm just like, you know, just don't take the shootout serious. No big deal. I'm going to try to play it off this rough with some topspin. Oh, jeez. And a great ball on top of it. Oh, jeez. And it hit the fairway. So I was just trying to anticipate, like, how much to take off of that. Obviously, I didn't take off enough. It was straight into the wind. But not being able to use, you know, if I go for the backspin shot off the fairway and I only have 2.5 bars, I'm going to be like 8 yards long. So it made more sense, since I know this guy has Guardian, to just go for the improbable shot that could potentially get more than, you know, top spinning it off that rough there. Since Big Dog actually has top spin, if I would have actually hit that rough in that little patch in that guess, it's funny because when you don't want to hit that rough, you would totally hit it. Like, if this was the shootout and it was the Masters tournament and you needed to hit that shot, you'd probably hit the rough going for the fairway. But if you're in the rough, of course, or if you're in the fairway trying to hit the rough, of course you're going to hit the fairway. Just one of those funny things. So anyway, hopefully you guys found this shootout guide helpful for you guys. I don't think I did much in terms of... I basically did the stock score. I would have shot, what, 11 under today? I would have shot 11 under today. No. I wouldn't have shot 11 under because I only made 1 birdie. So I would have only shot 10 on this round. Where I'm hoping tomorrow it's going to be at least 12. You know, that's one of the biggest reasons not to qualify if you're kind of on the fence about your round. Is, you know, I expect to get hole 1. I expect to get hole 3. I expect to get hole 5. So that's 3 shots that are very doable, very manageable. Like I said, you know, I'm going to regroup from this round. And I'm going to put out a second part to holes 1 and 3. So you guys have a reference point of successes on those holes. So I'll be putting that out for you tomorrow and hopefully qualifying. And, you know, hopefully I can get even a hole in 1 or 2 in there on top of, you know, getting those other 2 holes, 1 and 3, and put together a half-decent score with this limited bag that I have here. But yeah, good luck with your guys' tournament, and be on the lookout for those other guides that I'm going to be putting out. I will be doing pro as well today. And then check out for my expert master guides tomorrow. So good luck out there, and let me know how your guys' rounds go. See you guys soon.